Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I am your host, Sean Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. We are coming to you from Cali BBQ in Spring Valley. For those of you that have been listening to this show, we started many moons ago back in 2017 with a crazy thesis. We believed that there were people out there who believed in content, commerce, communication, and community, and that we were going to tell stories on the internet, on all the platforms, and we were going to connect to a group of digital hospitality leaders from all over the globe. And it is safe to say that now in 2024, we've been able to do that. Thanks to you, the listener. If you're new to the show, thank you for being here. Today we've got something really cool because Cali Barbecue is making an announcement. So we have a partnership announcement, which we've never done on this show, but we're gonna do it right here, right now. So Cali Barbecue is launching with PassPass, and I've got Chris Groves from PassPass to tell you why we're doing it, how they sold me, and why I'm a believer, and why I wanted them to be on the show to talk to other business owners. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us. Love
it. I'm going to start with a difficult question, Edge. You posted on LinkedIn, you had in fact reposted a post from, it was an open letter from Matt Rayner, the co-founder, moving at the speed of war. That's a bold statement. Moving at the speed of war.
Yeah.
What's moving at the speed of war?
Well, in a lot of ways, it's a little bit of a euphemism, speaking to two things. One is when you're starting a business, in a lot of ways, you're going to war. It's not literally going to war. We understand that there's a very, very big difference and a fine line between people who serve and give their life for those things, like my brother. However, I think it's really important to understand as an entrepreneur that this isn't something that just happens overnight. Everybody thinks it's easy when you start a business. Yeah. And it's not easy to start a business. You have to be in it for the long haul. You have to truly know that you got to commit your life to this, and if you don't, it's a very high chance you're going to fail. Even if you do commit your life to it, there's a very high chance it's going to fail, and you have to know that going in. Yeah. And the other thing is the economy and our country right now are struggling in many, many, many different ways. And we see ourselves in a lot of ways as representing independent business, small business, Main Street. You know, not to say Wall Street doesn't have its place, but Main Street and Wall Street are two very different things. And to us, it's figuring out how do we go to battle? How do we represent small business, independent business owners who are not heard, who are struggling to cover their bottom end, and are struggling to get their basic needs met in an economy that really is just brutal since, you know, I'd say the last 4 or 5 years especially. So for us, we really take it serious. We think that PassPass is a solution for independent business owners to really square up again.
So I bet you weren't expecting to start off like that, but that's how we roll on digital hospitality.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And to be honest,
we take business very. We love what we do. We love the opportunity that the fact that we are on Main Street in Spring Valley. Yep. I mean, if you come to Spring Valley, if anyone that's listening to this, that's watching this show, please Google 8910 Troy Street, Spring Valley, California, 91977, and take a look at Google Earth at where we are broadcasting from. Mm-hmm. We believe in the internet at our core. We believe in community, content, commerce, and communication, and that's why when we find things that resonate with us, we resonate with small business owners. Yeah. We unite with small business owners. So many of the people that we've connected on the other side that are listening to this, driving somewhere, they've become family to us because we all have these same beliefs. Chris, can you share a little bit about your background? Speaking of war?
Yeah, I was going to say I could speak to that a little bit. You know, from my perspective, moving at the speed of war means a little bit of a different tone, if you will. I agree with everything my brother said, but at the same time, when I hear those words, I think to myself, you know, serving for the last 14 years, I was in explosive ordnance disposal, which is essentially the Navy's bomb squad. So it was my job to disarm any type of ordnance, whether it be conventional, nuclear, chemical, biological, underwater, or more aptly improvised explosive devices, right? So when I hear moving at the speed of war, I think, you know, whether you're launching a business or you're going to war, it's a similar things that you have to consider, which is violence of action is the way we look at things. You just have to be aggressive. You have to get out there. You have to put your message out there. You have to put your plan together, and you have to act. It can't be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. You have to put something together, and you have to launch it, and you have to go with it, and you will figure things out as it comes. You're going to have a little bit of casualty. You have an acceptable rate of what that casualty might be, and whether that's some money that you're losing or some individuals that don't make it through the process with you because they don't have the heart for it or whatever it might be. That's moving at the speed of war to me, is really just being as aggressive as you can because you know what you're doing is something you believe in, and you're going to make a difference, and that's how we feel.
How did your brother recruit you?
He didn't. Literally, he called me. I was actually.
He's right here, you know that.
Yeah,
he can
genuinely.
I'll tell my side in a second.
Yeah, so I was actually in Las Vegas at SHOT Show, which is essentially like the National Restaurant Association for the weapon accessory industry. Excuse me. It's like law enforcement, military, but they sell everything weapon related, military, et cetera. And I was on my way back from there because I have another company that I co-founded in that space, but we can talk about that at a different time. But my brother called me and it said, the thing I'd been telling you about, which was NashPass at the time, we're going to go national with it. We're doing this. And when he had told me about NashPass, I said, let me know when you want to expand because I'm ready. I was like, it's a killer idea. It's going to be super helpful for a lot of people. I see a tremendous value in this. So when you can and you have the ability to, and we're going to do this nationally, let me know. I'm already in. And so he called me and just said, hey, we're doing it. And I was like, cool. So there was no real recruitment needed. Obviously, I have a lot of faith in anything my brother does. And we align on pretty much everything that has to do with this business. So it was a no-brainer for me.
Bring us back to the birth of NashPass. How did NashPass become PassPass?
Yeah, I love this story because it is very unorthodox. Of course, when you start businesses, you have to.
What are you talking about? We're a media company inside of a barbecue business.
Right, yeah. What are we doing?
It started as a breakfast restaurant. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Unorthodox.
Breakfast bistro turned bar, turned barbecue, turned podcast studio.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Right. What are you talking about?
Where's the tennis courts?
The paddleball courts are pickleball's next door.
Yeah.
So my business partner and I started a multimedia podcast and radio network in Nashville, Tennessee, about a year and a half ago. My background is the music industry.
There we go.
Yeah. I spent 20 plus years in the music industry.
You believe in storytelling.
I love storytelling.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But met this guy named Matt Renner. We started talking about music, and I said, I have this vision for this company called Hooch. It's going to be podcasts, personalities, multimedia, essentially barstool sports for country music and Southern culture, which didn't exist.
Yep.
So we started Hooch. It took off. We signed some great personalities, and we were doing anywhere from 30 to 50, 60 million impressions a month on all of our content. We did a deal with Live 365, iHeartRadio, Dash, great partnerships.
Sweet.
But we were struggling to find sponsorship money and advertising money.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Getting brands to buy into digital.
We're
still early.
Yeah, I can only drink so many free LaCroix. Like, stop sending me LaCroix, dude. I don't care. So essentially, we took a look at, okay, if they're not willing to pony up for our value, let's create our own value like most companies do. What can we do? Well, we have all these followers in this region, mostly around Nashville. What if we create a membership program? Let's call this thing the NashPass, the Nashville Passport. If you're in Nashville, pay $5 a month or $60 a year. We're going to give you discounts to hundreds of places around town, top restaurants, tourism, attractions, you name it. So we went out and made the deals with all these top companies in town. They were on board. So if somebody walks in, they show them this black card. It said NashPass on it, had their name, their member number, and they show it. They get whatever discount that business is willing to offer. We had an aha moment, though. The aha moment was this. One of our vendors called and said, can we sell NashPass at our brick and mortar on your behalf? We go, well, yeah, of course you can. Well, how many can you sell? He goes, I could probably move 100,000 for you this year. I go, whoa.
Yeah.
I said, hold on, slow down. You can move 100,000
the size of a city.
Of NashPass for us at one location. He goes, well, we do between 150 and 200,000 people through the doors at our location. He goes, I'll just build it into our flow. I'll make it so that every person basically has to have a NashPass to experience our attraction. And I go, okay, what do you want for that?
Yeah.
He goes, half. Half of every single pass in perpetuity. He goes, I sell a $5 a month pass to a member. As long as they're a member, I want $2.50. I went, give me a second. We went and did the math. We went, 50% sounds like a lot. But is it?
Yeah.
If we just
Not if they're your sales force.
That's right. So you go, well, we're not hiring a sales force. So we went to a bunch of other vendors and we go, would you guys want to do this same deal? They all said yes. And that was the moment we paused NashPass. We pulled down the website, went to all the vendors and said, guys, give us a few months. This is so much bigger than Nashville.
Yes.
But we're going to relaunch this. Renamed it PassPass. Wow. We bought PassPass.com in a matter of days. Came up with the name, the logo, the branding, and we went, this is a national brand. And so we just kind of started there. We raised a bunch of money. We're now 24 employees deep. We've got 1,500 businesses in the U.S. have onboarded in a matter of 80 days. Actually, it's been 80 days.
Almost 1,600.
80 days, 1,500 businesses, and we have 1,000 sales affiliates in the U.S. that have
This
opted
is
in on
January where we rebranded.
1001.
2001.
Me.
Yeah. Well, 2002 if you count the
1002.
breakfast bar.
And the
Yeah,
rebranding from NashPass to PassPass was January. So
January.
we're 6 months into this process.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Chris, you said something. So we do weekly calls on LinkedIn, Rising Tide LinkedIn Live. If you're following on the podcast, you'll see the LinkedIn Live. We repurpose those calls every Wednesday, every Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we invite anybody that's listening to the show, that's watching the show, to join us, because that's how you get on stage, that's how you tell your story. That's how I learned more about Chris. That's how I learned more about PassPass. That's how this podcast came to be. That's why I'm going to go out and tell every business owner I know that they need to be on PassPass and that they need to incorporate these kinds of tech into their stack, because these are the things that we believe in. But what Chris said on one of those calls, we were talking about success. And you told me something. You said, what did you say about success?
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you'll figure it out.
Say it again.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you'll figure it out.
Where did you learn that?
Military.
Is that a mantra? Is that something that they teach you?
Yes and no. I mean, throughout my selection process, my class started with about 40 guys, and going through almost 2 years of selection, 4 of us were left over at the end that started and didn't get rolled out or dropped from training. So from day one, started and then actually graduated together, 4 of us. And at a certain point, we do drown proofing where you got your feet tied and your hand tied behind your back. And I think it was at that moment someone had said something to me along those lines, and they were like, "Look, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you'll figure this out. You'll calm your mind. You'll figure out how to. I mean, other people have done it." Yeah. Right? Other people have done it. You can do it. And when you want it that bad, then you'll figure out a way to make it through this process. And so that's, from that point forward, I kind of just made that the mentality, which was find the joy and the happiness and the misery in the process, and don't worry too much about what's on the other side. You have to love what you're doing while you're doing it.
So why don't you tell the listener, the viewer, PassPass, if you're a business owner, restaurant owner, which are the markets that you're signing up right now?
So we have Atlanta, Nashville, here, San Diego, Twin Cities. Those are our.
And what's the value prop?
It's it's free, right? So as a
what'd you say?
It's free
for businesses.
Yeah, for businesses.
Free.
Yeah. So as a business owner, you pay nothing to be a part of our platform. So you're gonna be able to promote your business, and the way that you choose, you structure the deals, no minimums, no maximums, and you have the ability to attract new customers. Have more customers coming back by adding deals that are kind of like value and loyalty incentive type deals. And you're going to be able to share in a revenue model by referring members over into our platform. So you can build an entire new revenue stream for your business, and you basically have a free megaphone to blast your business to our users, and it costs you literally nothing. There's no hidden fees, there's no contracts, there's no undertones that we're going to come back and try to sell you something a month from now. It's just the way we do business. So,
tell me more.
Yeah, let me help paint the picture from a consumer side and walk you through the experience and how you get to why it's important for a business to be part of this.
Please.
So, PassPass is an app. We're launching in July. The new branding and the new application, the new technology launches in July. You download the app as a consumer. It's free to download the app. Search in your area for whatever deals are in there. So you'll see, looks like a map. The search bar, different categories, what deals are in my city in PassPass. If you go to claim a deal, it'll ask you to become a member, right? You can't go claim a deal unless you're a member. So if you want 15% off from Cali Barbecue because you saw it in PassPass. You can get that, but it'll push you to say you should be a $5 a month member. That's all it is. Everybody's got the same level. It's $5 a month. Once you unlock that membership, you have access to the entire marketplace across the United States, not just here or in San Diego or at that location. $5 now unlocks every deal in there, which is thousands. By the time we get to launch, we're going to be 3,000 plus.
Amazing.
So that's the experience from the member side, the user side. $5 a month, you now access deals all day, every day, anywhere you go, where we're live. For a business, it's free to log in, list your business, put a deal in our marketplace. You have multiple deals. Cali Barbecue can have 5 different deals on any daily, on any given day. You can have perks that you give to people that are coming in more often than others. Many ways, but you can manage all that for free. So we're not charging a SaaS platform fee, not charging you guys a business membership fee. It's free, like Chris said. You go in, you manage it. Unlike Groupon or the Entertainment Book or these platforms where they're managing your deal, they're sending you the data back, and you're beholden to them to basically run your campaign. That's not how this works. You're in charge. Once somebody is a member of PassPass, they can access those deals. However, this is the secret sauce of this for businesses. If somebody walks into your location and they are not a PassPass member, but they see that they get a buy one, get one free sandwich or a buy one, get one free drink at the bar if you're a PassPass holder, and they go, well, what's that? And you go, oh, scan our PassPass QR code or tap this. It'll take them to a landing page, a Cali Barbecue PassPass sign-up page that we build for you. That person now signs up to be a $5 a month member of PassPass to unlock the deal because they're here. They really want that deal. So they'll unlock it. They pay the $5. The idea is that they're getting their money right back because your deal is so good. They don't even feel that $5. They walk out of here, and even if they never come back to Cali Barbecue, they're going to continue using PassPass everywhere they go because there's so many deals in the marketplace. But because you originated that membership through your QR code at your brick and mortar, that member is your member forever. They're going to pay $5 a month. We're going to give you $2.50 of that, 50% of that revenue, in perpetuity. We don't ever turn off that spigot.
And I think one of the major points that was a big aha moment for me when I started really talking to the people in the restaurant industry was data, right? You guys need so much data to be profitable and all these other things you're trying to market. You're paying all this money for different programs to capture data, to capture customer data, to get analytics, spend frequency, loyalty, all sorts of things. We're giving it to you for free. So if someone comes in here and scans the QR code and joins the marketplace, you get all their data, name, email, phone number, address. They're going to automatically follow you inside of the PassPass app. So if you go live with anything new, they're getting a push notification.
That's awesome.
Now, additionally, what's great is as a PassPass holder, I can opt to follow any business inside of the platform that I want live updates from. So if any of these businesses that I opt to follow go live with anything new, I'll get a push notification. So this is huge because when you really look at it, the average user's got 16 or 17 loyalty programs that they're a part of, which means they're effectively ignoring probably 99% of them. And so what we thought is like, well, let's just aggregate everything. It doesn't matter what kind of business it is. Let's put it in here. I mean, if you want to get an update from a business, you just follow them in the app. And you don't need to join their specific loyalty program to get those updates because then you're going to get spammed with text messages and emails, and it just becomes too much. So at the end of the day, it's just one app for everything.
Yeah, we look a lot at Costco, actually.
Really?
As a great business model. You think about it this way. You spend $5 a month, same thing, to be a member of Costco. $60 a year.
Is that what Costco is?
Yep.
Really?
The lowest
Basic
membership.
Wow.
Yep.
So you walk in, though, and once you're in Costco, there are deals from thousands of brands, plus they have their own brands. But you're only paying $5 to have access to those deals. You're still spending money once you're in there, but it's better than going to 500 different grocery stores. Now, imagine if you walked into Costco for $5, but once you're in there, you had to get another membership for that vodka company, another membership for that meat company, and that's what the marketplace is now. Nobody's using strength in numbers. They're not leveraging the whole marketplace with each other. So we look at what we're doing as Costco's an indoor thing. We're outdoor. How do you leverage the entire marketplace on itself? Awesome. Everybody's helping each other do the same thing, but give value back to the customer.
Tell me about the social side, storytelling side.
Oh, wow.
You got the background built in.
We do.
I mean, we're here sharing this on social, long form, short form.
I like telling this story. So we were struggling a little bit with our brand messaging.
I appreciate
that. We're very much business people, and I have a marketing background, but I think I was too far in the woods to
too deep,
too close.
Come up with the right voicing. I woke up a few days ago actually, and I had this picture in my head of Gandalf on a billboard, and it's him pointing and said, "You too shall pass," which I thought was really funny. My business partners go, "You can't. That's not going to be the entire campaign."
Yeah.
But I thought it was good. However, I reached out to my good buddy Phil Davies. He's an ad agency guy out of Austin, Texas.
Okay.
So he reps like Capital One and Pizza Hut, like total genius, old school friend of mine. And I called him, I go, please help us with our direct-to-consumer messaging. Please. We just can't figure this out. And he goes, all right, tell me everything about your business. So I spent 3 days talking his ear off over the weekend. He asked all these questions. He's taking notes. Hits me on Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. I wake up to a text, one eye, and it's Phil, and he goes, I got it. I figured it out. And I go, what? He goes, PassPass. It's no big deal. And I go, what? He goes, it's no big deal. It's a ton of little deals that add up to a lot. Save a little, a lot.
Wow.
And I go,
that's good.
I go,
It is, yeah.
oh my God. He goes,
big deal. That's really good.
And he goes, just imagine driving down the road and you see a billboard and it says PassPass. We're no big deal. Trust us.
Yeah.
Scan here.
Trust
More thousands of little deals that add up. And I gotta say, you know, when you get
That's
it right,
a great
you get it
story.
right. It's great. So yeah, Phil, thank you.
So when are you rolling out the billboards? You got the billboard
In
budget?
July, we do.
Oh shit!
We do.
Really?
We're doing indoor
Let's
outdoor
go.
deals right now. You're gonna see a whole lot of this.
Tell me more about indoor outdoor deals. I don't know.
You know, there's
Are
large
you
companies.
getting good deals?
Actually, yes.
A bunch of little deals.
Bunch of little deals
Bunch of
turn into
little
big
deals turn
deals.
into a big
Make
deal.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Do you get a PassPass for outdoor signage?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
think
funny.
about this. Now, here's the beauty of what we're doing here. If you are PassPass, which we might be, and you go to a media company who owns inventory, digital, physical inventory, well, you can't sell yesterday's inventory that didn't get sold. The most expensive room in a hotel is the one that didn't get booked.
That's correct. It's this empty seat over here.
That's right.
That's why we're podcasting in the room.
That's right.
We're adding value to this studio, this
can't-
banquet room right now.
You can't sell yesterday's bread. My buddy says it like that. So we're going to these media companies and going, you have inventory that's unsold. You can make $2.50 on the inventory in perpetuity for putting people into our marketplace.
Yes.
And the light bulb goes off.
Yes.
Because they've got sales teams that are out there grinding.
Selling commercials.
And
no one watches.
Or they're trying to get
Or
restaurants.
listens to.
They're getting restaurants to give them deals that they sell at a premium through radio.
I'm well aware. I've been pitched.
Right. So you get it. And so when we bring this to them, and I won't say these companies' names, but it's starting to connect. And so there's a trade-off there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Well, give me more on the social side, the storytelling, the social rollout.
Well, it's a lot.
Because there's a lot of user-generated content that's gonna
There
blow up come July.
So we're rolling out a podcast of our own called Pass It On.
Sweet.
So we want to talk to business owners like yourself, want to hear their story and figure out how we can help pass on their message to other people. So we'd love to have you on. I think we're going to have that in August when you're in town. That'd be great.
Happening.
And then, in terms of the rest of the storytelling, we have individual businesses that are in, and we're going to go to the people that are most excited about PassPass, and we're going to interview them. We're going to get their story. We're going to use whatever deal they have, and we're just going to build. I think personal connection is the most important. I mean, it's great that we have a slogan now, but the personal storytelling, like my brother does, he could touch on this. He's been going and literally telling the story of the owner from top to bottom, and doing basically a profile piece, and that gets more reaction than any. Look at us, look how cool our app is. You can't beat storytelling.
No, yeah, and I mean that's one of the things we talk about. Twice a week.
Well, tell me what have you learned for anybody that's listening? I mean, there's a reason why I'm so deeply connected to PassPass. It's because of you. Like, I'm not going to bullshit your brother and tell him it's like I just met your brother. Literally, just walked in the door. First time I met him. Great guy, but like you've been pounding the pavement.
Yeah.
Like you're putting your mouth. Like you're literally showing up on stage saying, "Listen, I'm not just here for one transaction. No. This is a lifetime thing for me.
Yeah, 100%.
And that means a lot to our community and to anybody that's listening.
Yeah, I mean, I see the struggle that the businesses are going through. You know, I really do. That's another one of my big aha moments was really as I started to visit a lot of these businesses and really look at the costs that they incur, and they have a passion for what it is that they do. And they're struggling to be able to provide their passion to somebody.
Yep.
And it, you know, more or less, it breaks your heart to watch that. You know, you go in and you see someone pouring their heart and soul into something, and they just need a little bit of help.
Yep.
And I feel like, you know, we can certainly provide that. We're going to build a platform that's going to have millions of users one day, and all those users are going to have access to go support these businesses, and that's really what needs to happen. You know,
not only supporting those businesses, but for the business owner that's listening, that's revenue coming to their P&L that they've never seen before.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when we looked at this and we looked at
that's so powerful.
When we looked at the subscription model, you know, not just the users being able to come in that couldn't find them before, right? But when we looked at the subscription model, what business doesn't want one? But how do you get the value proposition?
What business is offering a 50-50 partnership?
Right. None of them.
Can you name one?
No.
I can.
Yeah, and so, you know, if you look at a business, they want a subscription model, but how do you add a value?
Where is the transparency in any other model? There isn't.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are wide open with your transparency.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that is a true partnership.
66 cents of every dollar we actually make is going to go back out the door. So 50% goes directly to the restaurant,
yep.
or not the restaurant, but the
business,
right?
Yep.
And then the rest goes to our affiliate referral partners.
Yep.
So anybody that refers a business in, we'll pay you in perpetuity for that referral, right? So we're trying to help, you know, everybody. We're not just trying to help the business owner because we understand that the business owner is struggling, but we also understand that the average human being is struggling.
It doesn't do you any good if the business isn't in business.
Of course, right.
If you have 1,000 businesses, 3,000, 1 million businesses, if they continue to churn, then what kind of business model are you building?
100%.
Yeah, you got to keep the door open. But what other business model can you find where you're not cannibalizing their core business?
Yep.
Asking for fees or digging into
40%,
their transactions.
30%, 20%.
Where you say, no, we're just going to build another revenue stream alongside it.
Correct.
To support you.
Yeah.
And you're not changing much of what you do. I liked your question though about like how do you storytell, or what's the angle here? But I think it's important for people that are business owners to know this too, because I used to say this to artists that I rep. The key to branding, you can be kitschy, you can be cute, you can be sarcastic, all that stuff has a place here and there. The reality is people relate when you double click in on who you really are. So whether that's like your insecurities or the things that make you feel uncomfortable, the things that make your business stand out, like could be a recipe, could be, oh, hey, we don't really do certain things here, but that's who we are.
Yeah.
When people double click in on the honesty of who they are, that is branding. That's just what people want. They want to know who you are because they relate to that, because people are insecure creatures. At their core, they're insecure. So if you're willing to own your crap in public, they will too, and they'll want to support it. And I think from a branding perspective, you just have to own like that stuff. You can't fool people into being a fan of what you do. Right. You're just going to have to be honest.
Genuine.
Absolutely.
And then also be very good at what you do.
Well, what you did, being a brand expert and sharing your truth and your vulnerability of asking your friend for help, that shows me who you are. Like, because one of our principles is stay curious, get involved, ask for help. If you're not curious, you're not listening to this show. You're just scrolling on past. But if you truly care about building a better business, that's when you find this content. The people that are connected to this community, that show up on LinkedIn, that come to the podcast, that are at the National Restaurant Association sign, those are the people that are truly moving businesses forward, moving hospitality forward. And we're the ones that are willing to go, hey, I fucked up. Hey, I don't have it all figured out. We have a barbecue media company, and we're here in Spring Valley, and we've got smokers back there. We're building the Amazon of barbecue, and we're trying to produce shows, and we're also trying to get sponsorships. We're also trying to find brand partners. Like, we're all trying to figure it out. It's 2024. Have we figured? No, one thing I know for fucking certain is that I believe in this audio, video, words, and images, and truth.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking bullshit me.
Yep.
Like, we all have high bullshit radars. Can you talk a little bit about your co-founder and his bullshit radar?
Oh yeah,
Because I had the pleasure of meeting Matt and getting vetted by Matt.
He'll love
and
this.
I appreciate that, Matt.
Yeah, Matt would love this. Matt is a believer in just staunch truth. and integrity, like extreme truth.
Yes.
The quicker you can get to the core of something, whether it's, a P&L sheet, or it's the answer to a tough question, or whatever it is, the quicker you get there, the quicker you can find solutions and build it back up.
Yeah.
So the niceties, he's not a fan of that. Not a fan of that stuff. And so in a lot of ways we offset each other. I come from the music business, and I come from having to massage people's egos and talk about their branding and their skill set and their talent. And Matt has none of that. Matt is
Sold software.
Yeah, Matt's just like, you're either going to buy the software or you're not.
The product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
We're
is what it
product
costs.
less. This is what the product costs.
Yeah.
There is no negotiation.
But it's
Yeah.
great because you need co-founders that see things in those ways, and it's a very nice balance.
Yeah.
It's a very good balance.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anything that somebody that's listening to the show needs to know about PassPass? How do they get signed up? Where do they go? You guys relaunched the website. Is that live?
It is. Yeah, the app goes live mid-July.
Okay.
In the App Store and Google Play. PassPass.com right now, you can register your business for free, get you set up in your dashboard. You will be assigned a partner success / customer success rep for your business. And if you want to, if you're excited enough, we can do on-site activations. So if you reach out to us and say, I want to launch this in a big way, help me launch my business, reach out to us, fill out the form. We'll set a date to come out to your business and help you launch PassPass. We want to show you this is real. Let's get your first 100, 200, 300 members through the door and show you that this is real passive income that will hit your bank a month later.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And if anybody's listening to the show and you launch with PassPass, we want to know about it.
Yeah.
Because you were part of our story. So we want to know about it. Tell me, tag me at Sean P. Walchef. I want to know about it. We'll feature you on Digital Hospitality. We'll bring you into the LinkedIn live rooms. We'll do content together. We'll figure it out. But the more that this thing grows, the cooler off the story is going to be further on down the line.
Yeah, one of the other things we're going to do is we're providing essentially free memberships for each business that comes on, right?
Cool.
So we'll give them, anywhere between 250 to 1,000 free memberships. So when someone
30-day free trial.
Yeah, 30-day free trial.
Sweet.
So as someone comes through the door, it's like, hey, here's this deal, and here's a free 30-day membership to the thing
You're
that's
not even
getting you
paying
the
for it
deal.
right now. We just want you to try it.
And so that's
amazing.
going to help the business convert, and then month two they'll see more money from their bottom end for basically just supporting,
Well, I expect PassPass to work so well that we have to change our offer. Because right now we're giving away a free peach cobbler with every tailgater purchased on PassPass.
Right.
So that's, I believe, a $10 value. So it's a $5 membership. They're going to make $5 for every tailgater they get. And I want Eric, who's my GM and business partner, to go, Sean, we have to change the offer. We have too many PassPass people coming in. We're out of cobbler.
Yeah.
So that's my goal.
That'd be
I want to
that'd be the
sell out a
move.
peach cobbler. Anybody that's listening to this, it's in Spring Valley.
Here, this is the last story I'll tell, maybe. But,
Maybe.
so actually, Matt, my co-founder,
Oh, yeah.
whack, yeah.
Go.
My co-founder, Matt, same one, is an investor in a business in Minnesota called Birdie Golf. So it's indoor golf facility. They have this thing called the Birdie Card, I guess. It's $5 a year. Birdie Card. You have to have a Birdie Card if you're going to go play golf in one of the simulators. So you can come in there and eat and drink, whatever, but if you're going to go play for an hour, you're required to buy the $5 card. He's got 18,000 members.
Wow.
Right? 9,000 of them are active. But he went, wait a minute, if I got those 9,000 active to convert to be $5 a month, PassPass members, and we just give them a little more value. Like we give them more at the bar, more time in the simulator, so they don't feel that extra $5 a month.
Yep.
And I convert them, we'll be making more on PassPass than the entire business yearly. He goes, I'm thinking about maybe opening another Birdie Golf or two just so I can make more PassPass income for those businesses. But it's such an aha moment for people when they realize like this thing could genuinely change your entire business.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you look at the subscription model we talked about earlier, you don't have the value prop, but now you do, right? You have the ability to leverage thousands of other businesses and what they're offering to provide a subscription income for yourself.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is one location of one thing doesn't have the value proposition to keep someone coming back for $5 a month or even $2 a month in most cases. Right. So unless you're like an avid connoisseur of Beer of the Month Club or something like that. Right. It's very niche and very few businesses can really pull it off. So we looked at that and said, well, how can we allow a business to leverage the subscription business? Well, this is how you do it. You add thousands of businesses into the marketplace, And now all of those businesses are helping each other by leveraging each other and the value that they're all bringing to the same marketplace. And that's going to create a tremendous amount of income for the people that take it seriously.
Whoever brings somebody through the door is bringing somebody in the door for everybody else.
Yep.
That's the reality. Well, you get somebody into PassPass, that user is now in the door for everybody else to be seen.
That's community.
It's a very different thing.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. Well, where can people follow both of you? Are you active? You're active on LinkedIn. You finally started posting video. You're proud of this guy. You seen this shit?
Oh, yeah.
You seen this shit?
I mean, yeah.
He's out there doing the thing.
Doing it.
Runs in the family. He's just out here doing it.
Yeah. When you first saw his first LinkedIn video, what did you think?
Thank God.
Finally?
Thank God. Yeah.
I've been asking him to do this.
Nah. Yeah, well, I understand the military is a different animal.
Different animal.
Yeah, but it's good to see him sort of uncaged now, too. You know, he's able to go out and be himself.
Yeah. So follow you guys on LinkedIn. We'll put links in the show notes.
Edgel Groves Jr. Find me on
Kristopher Groves.
LinkedIn.
Yep.
Kristopher with a K.
Yep, with a K.
That's
I always
right.
forget that.
Kristopher with the K. That's right. If you guys want to connect with me, it's at Sean P. Walchef. Stay curious. Get involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And sign up for PassPass. Let us know about your PassPass story. We appreciate you guys.
Oh, thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.